Yeah, man, this is gonna be. Oh, and of course, luckily he goes Daisy too. I mean, that. Come on, if there's a Peach Ditto,
Orex is you know, hard Daisy. So
you gotta go Daisy. There has to be a Peach Daisy. It can't be double Peach. Come on.
No, absolutely not. No Peach, no double Daisy. So we'll have to see here. Beautiful up air chain there, using the turnip to link them together. Solid 53 damage already on the board for Orex, but you know, we've seen the explosivity of these princesses, so imagine that to be even a pretty quick should MuteAce get an opening.
Yeah, and you saw Orex jumping out of the gate, man, saying, hey, I know you're the best Peach by result standards, but like, look at my combos, man. But I mean, this is just going to be such an explosive set. When both of these guys touch each other at almost any percent, especially that first 0 to 50, it's just going to be assumed, man, if you're going to take that percent.
Well, absolutely, and with Peaches, too, it's always a big technical showcase, solely because of how deep the character is between her float cancels and her fastballs and stuff like that. Like, she's a very technical character, and you can get so much off of these, like the float cancel.
Oh, my God.
2 stitches back to back.
Double, and somehow avoids them all and lives. Oh, my God, the evasion and the RNG. What a way to start the set out, man.
I mean that's pretty. I'd say that's a pretty, you know, pretty good way to start it out. Just double stitch back to back.
Oh my God! And
I don't know what the odds are in that, but that's
whoa!
crazy.
And that's the thing, when you catch Peach's jump like that, I mean, there's little options, right? If you air dodge it, you put yourself in such a bad spot. That side be so free. Good recognition from Mute there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just came in with the Peach Bomber, took out Orex and jumped out to an early lead here. But it's Orex' turn now to see if he can answer. Puts Mute on the ledge. Goes for the nice little float cancel into the trump, but doesn't quite get, I assume, the back air out of that.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Orex, I've seen him go for. Most Peaches don't go for the trump, and you know, it's a good mix-up because you're held at ledge against Peach. You're so scared of back air against forward air. The trump is an excellent mix-up. And you know, he's got to find a way to close up the stock, right? At 153, with that fair nerf, Peach can sometimes struggle, but he's got to get a good ledge trap here. Let's see what he does, and the back air closes it out.
Yeah, and again, like you were alluding to, Peach and Daisy are already so good at ledge that the additional threat of like, oh, now they're going to come off and get you while you're sitting there thinking what the right option is. Like, that's just so scary, but.
It's very scary. But no jump here. And man, you're going for it, the double, but man, so elusive is Orex, avoiding a lot of these setups, but still down a hefty amount against Mute, just pressing his advantage right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Got 121 damage on Orex at the moment. You see both Peaches looking for that opening, got the turnips in hand. Nice back air out of shield. But Mute, again, floating up, gets the grab and tosses Orex off. And again, we're back to this big ledge game that Peach and Daisy are so well known for.
Yeah, the aggressive side B, though, getting him out of trouble. And now, with some stage positioning, we could see it possible turn the tides here. But Mute just playing patiently, gets the fair. Nice DI from Orex, though. And oh my God, the catch was beautiful there to avoid the stage spike.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing. You know, it's all about, especially on these edge guards, it's all about resource now, right? You know, they've got the float, they've got the double jump. So, you know, it's all about that extra layer that you've got to knock out. Once you've consciously been aware, like, okay, this character has nothing left. That's when you pull the trigger, you go out there, you get the edge guard and the stock. But Orex is, with Orex being able to live, though, he's brought it back at least to a relatively even spot. You know, one big hit from either side could push him into the lead, and there it goes.
Catches the roll there, and that's the thing. Like, whoever gets out of the corner the best, I don't think we got a stitch.
Yep.
Orex's side, but you just coming in there, interrupting it, removing it from play. And looking pretty here. If he can hold on to the stock around 150, 160, which has been kind of his average stock this percent, he's definitely looking good to take this game. But Orex, not frazzled at all, still doing rather well.
Yeah, Orex still not backing down in the slightest. You know, still coming into those big that float approach. You know, threatening with the back air in the Daisy Bomber there. So, and swing with that big fair. Almost got it too, but just a tiny bit off the mark.
Yeah, I think that Bomber is actually going to be huge, and like who uses it better. And of course, we see the Tomahawk there, so lethal from Peach. You know, it's going to be key, right? Because you're going to be forced into shield in so many spots, and you know, she's probably got the literal best Tomahawk, you know, kind of strategy in the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, just having the float itself is obviously, you know, a mix-up too. Even if she comes at you with a box or comes down with the dare. Dot face now going to send Daisy out, and this could be almost had it there. You know, good evasion there by Orex, but Mute right there back on the dial, but going to reset the situation.
Dot eyes here, but chooses just to continue ledge trap with the fair, and that's the thing, right? The dash attack's going to do it. And the Bomber is an excellent way to get back to stage, but if you call it out, it is a mix-up, and you could get punished heavily. And we see you kind of adapting to Orex's use of the Bomber.
Yeah, 159. Oh, good grab there. Fourth throw's not going to quite do it. Next one might, though.
Yeah, oh, stitch again. Number third.
Number 4, actually.
Oh, number 4.
There it goes.
4 in one game. We need some math nerds to give us some probability.
I'm still blown away that we got back-to-back stitches from MuteAce there at the beginning.
That in alone is like a mathematical anomaly. I mean,
look, RNG RNG blesses the Peach players for sure.
I mean,
you saw right there. There you go, back to back on the Stitch faces.
Oh my god, that was absolutely absurd. Like a rare sight. And of course, like one of the best Peaches in the world, luck favors him. I mean, I feel like the game just knows like this character is like, oh, this guy's pretty good with this character. I'm gonna reward him.
Look, you put your hours in, you improve in all aspects of the game, but in your spacing, in your neutral, in your recovery, and a little bit in your RNG too.
Hey, luck is when opportunity meets, what is it? God, I wish I knew that statement at the moment. But there is some cliche about luck coming to the those who put themselves in position. And Mute does that.
If you're blessed with the Stitch faces, it just gives it takes that much more skill to maximize your excellent gardening skills, obviously.
What's funny too is that like with all the movement they were doing that entire set, like to close that stock at me was like just walking around like, hey, I got this thing in my hands. Just casually throw it for the kill. And it was interesting with Orex, definitely likes to change his Peach colors, right? And I think, it's interesting. I think both of these guys are not really static, I think I've seen Mute play Gold Peach, Standard Peach. So, yeah, they like to change it up for sure.
I mean, I don't know. Both the princes have really good color palettes, too. So, like I really like the fire
Oh,
peach.
my God!
And speaking of fire, absolute inferno of a combo there by Orex there to kind of open up to a big lead right out of the second game.
Yeah, that's something we were seeing used to Mute doing to so many opponents. And, Orex showing, hey, man, I got those conversions too, bro.
Yep. Oh, you see Mute aggressively trying to answer there, threatening off in that, big drop zone fair.
What's interesting is like the psychological advantage of switching, right? It's like, okay, I lost against the Daisy, bro. I mean, come on, it wasn't my gameplay, right?
Yeah.
It had to be Daisy, right?
Look, there are, sometimes you need Daisy for situations. You need that tomboyish energy, that get up and go. And sometimes you need the elegance of Peach to like, your true princess. You gotta show them how the Royals do it.
Yeah, exactly. And as he had a huge lead, but man, like MuteAce responding as many top players too, did not let the leading mount, but. Still, though, Orex, still fighting strong, has 50% lead, but has to be careful. As we know, one touch from Mute, and could be easily evened up here.
There you go. Back air coming in straight with the dash attack, too, to link those together. Solid mix up there with the jab, too, after, the drop in air and shield, too. And it's, again, you're using these resources to keep each other guessing is, I think, what we've seen a lot from this Ditto so far.
And the bomber, man. It's such a good mix-up tool. It's going to be necessary. Who can call out the bombers? Who can get the most bombers out just to get out of those corner situations, like I said, going to be really crucial here. But, man, Orex is really taking control of the second stock here. Has the 154, but, man, he's got to find a way to close it out. Maybe a ledge trap here at the back. They're so menacing. Baits out the fair. Great job from Orex, man.
Was able to bob and weave around those turnips, but unfortunately couldn't make it back to center stage. Orex, again, continuing, kind of sort of a repeat from what we saw in the first game, but a little bit reversed, but that fair almost even the game up.
Yeah, exactly. And I've seen the counter there. Not the best hitbox, though. I've seen that fail many a times. Did not help Mute there. And Orex extending his lead here. Just trying to find a way. If he can just get a few more percent, I mean, it's going to be very tough for Mute, but using the upward turn to throw, but man, Orex, like you said, just weaving around all of these turnips from Mute right now.
Oh, beautiful punish on the Peach Bomber there, up smashing out of the shield, and only 61 damage to make up with now, I mean, that's a Peach combo if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I think that Bomber's pretty safe on shield unless you do the absolute end of it, right? It was max space, and I think Mute recognizing that, realizing that, I can easily up smash this. Not the biggest hitbox, got the job done, and look at this, Bubbles, already even up into flash, Mute taking the lead.
Absolutely, yeah, big pack, and now he's just put Orex on ledge, and MuteAce has clocked in just another day at work here. Let's see what he's got there.
No jump.
Yep, yeah. Beautiful.
It's so free. Once you take that jump from Peach, the float, she has no mobility left. Mute knowing that more than anyone, gonna take that, man. It's funny, like, Peach Bomber is a good edge guarding tool, but like in this matchup, it is like kind of a checkmate, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see there that big combo there by Orex to open things up, and it looked like, it was Orex's game for most of that part, but I mean, I imagine it's true in a lot of Dittos, I feel, and I feel like especially true in this one where the offensive capability is so high that, you don't really nickel and dime your way back into a game. You dollar and $5 your way back.
Yeah. No, this is like big money, bro. We were not talking 10 to 20% strings. We were talking 60% strings with most neutral openings. And we're getting the switch back to the Daisy, the purple Daisy at that. And man, it's funny how explosive Orex starts all three of the games. He's really opened up, taking it to Mute, but.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of it too is, both players have shown their ability to maximize off of a neutral win, but also the character already having amazing ledge guarding opportunities, and conversely not having the best getting off the ledge. you know, she's got some moves, but they're kind of fairly predictable, especially to another very solid, you know, Peach Daisy player. So
exactly.
You
Corner
know,
pressure is the name of the game, and you know, it's going to be a huge factor in this. And so far, but like I said, we have mix-ups, right? We have the Peach Bomber, we have maybe some air dodge options. But I mean, this is the thing though. We haven't seen Orex with the explosive edge guards, right? Whenever we've seen shots mostly taken early, I remember Orex got one close stock, but Mute's been the one. He's been taking honestly more %, but he's gotten the clutch plays off stage. He's the ones that got the clutch, right? So he needs to be the one instigate that. You know, he's consistently getting those kills early, like right there. But we need to see an early edge guard, I think, if he wants to take this game or even this set.
Absolutely, we have seen Mute tend to be the aggressor off stage when situations like that arise. Orex has been more content with just holding stage control for as long as he can, and let's see here. I mean, he has Mute yet to take any % on the second stock, looking to avoid any sort of extra credit. Will take 29 from the dare to fair, but here we go. On ledge now. Let's see what Orex has got in mind.
He's been very conservative, right? He's been just opting to get Peach to 150% until the back end fair eventually kill. Which, I mean, it's fine usually in most levels, but we're talking about MuteAce, man. A guy that can close gaps in an instant. You can't let him live that long. You can't give him opportunities. But so far, I mean, with Rage right now, if he gets 2 more hits, a fair backer will kill actually pretty early for Peach standards.
Yeah, 77 now, and Orex again. That conservative playstyle starting to pay a lot of dividends. Mute still trying to find that first stock. Backer's gonna send him across the stage, but not gonna close it out. Still alive, has to commit to the parasol early, and Mute will not miss that edge.
He has not dropped any edge guards. If he takes a Peach jump, the stock has been lost, man. So aggressive, and now with turnip in hand, you know what we can do with these, and here we go. Mute's beginning the string. 44. Not bad, but already have, you know, sliced the gap in half here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Orex probably would have taken a lot more, but was kind of quick on the draw there. Was able to catch the turnip being tossed back at him, avoided any major hemorrhaging. But now, you know, only a 30% gap separating these two players now, even less so now from that big fair. So, you know, this is what MuteAce has done. MuteAce has been able to conquer these kind of early leads that Orex has put up, and it's kind of demanding a response from Orex, saying, "Hey, you've got to, you know, what do you got for me now that I brought it back in your face?" You know?
Yeah, exactly. He's got to learn from, you know, it's kind of in the dittos. You kind of got to learn from your opponent at times, and I think what you should be learning here is, like you're saying, taking the early, you know, edge guard, find a way to take a jump from Mute and making a play happen. This conservative style, I think, you know, it's good. It definitely has its benefits, but man, even with this % lead, I just know that Mute just needs 2 more hits to even it out.
There we go, 102, 147 on MuteAce. Big drop in him with the fair, tossing the turnabout, takes the jump in. Here we go, on ledge. Let's see what Orex has got here.
Love the patience, just gonna slowly neutral get up, change up your timing so the Peach punish isn't obvious. But man, look at Mute Sharky, man. At least if he's not going off stage, he's forcing that pressure. Gets the neutral get up shield, grab on that, and just waiting there menacingly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, waiting for Orex to pull the trigger first, and you know, didn't quite get what he was looking for. And Orex, smart, able to close it out. The Nair gonna immediately be answered by a fair off the Halo platform from MuteAce, and we're as even as it gets now.
Yeah, but now, you know, touch of death here. Mute getting going. Got 69, the magical %. But now here comes Orex is starting to be can't get the conversion himself.
Yeah, Mute right on top, you know, coming in with the box, is able to catch the turnip. And now at 107, you know, that explosivity paying dividends now. Orex is the one with a deficit to make up.
Yeah, and that's just not suited him. Whenever Mute has gone the lead in this set, he has just not let Orex breathe. Air dodge is there, barely avoids the up air, but he's living on a prayer. With the dash set, gonna get around the corner, and the trade will do it. Mute 3-0.
I mean, that was competitive. I think all the way through. Every game was, you know, could have gone in either player's favor.